It's week 3 of the National Football League, and we'll see Dalvin Cook. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Bucs and the Packers. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
And here comes the winner of the last 2 NFL MVP awards, Aaron Rodgers, as he brings his Packers out for their first series of the game. Right to the air is Rodgers. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 20 carries, 67 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
The gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Montgomery back to the ground. He's got it to the 43 here. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They're led out by last season's comeback player of the year. In his 3rd season now, it's Joe Burrow. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
On third down, Burrow. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The numbers a week ago for Cook. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Burrow. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the final act of the drive was the touchdown catch by Dalvin Cook. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw into the hands of Hooper. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
The coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's going to have a Packers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Rodgers' throw complete here to Ayuk. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. After a run, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd and 2, Rodgers. This is Hamler on the crossing route. He's got it. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll run with Montgomery. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. David Montgomery, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Bucs at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. That's out quickly to Shenault. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, caught by Mims. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Now it's Burrow. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Denzel Mims, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. That time a 6-play drive. And the touchdown reception by Denzel Mims capped it all off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Rodgers now on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. Rodgers hands to Montgomery. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you across state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy, and that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right,
now Burrow loses the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Rodgers now on first down. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers, the quick slant caught, and it's a Packers touchdown. Austin Hooper from 10 yards out, and the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good from Santoso, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. Here we go. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. They'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throw left side going to be caught by Shenault. That one a first down pickup of 8. Clock running, the Bucs trying to go quickly and get set. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And Burrow going to throw again.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. They got 29 yards that time. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he whips that one incomplete there.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold him to 3. They don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Draw play, Rodgers to Montgomery. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 50
yards rushing for him now to this point.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. He shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Got a man, it's Judy complete.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Rodgers now to throw.
He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards for number 11.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And that's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, no matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. On the catch, it's Crowder.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Rodgers to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed.
Touchdown, Packers!
Brandon Ayuk from 8 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field.
Back now in Tampa.
Here we go.
It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They run again on first down. Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Cook following the penalty. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety?
Touchdown! Mike Williams from 13 yards out. And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that gives him a 3-point lead. A 10-play drive that time.
And in the end, it was Mike Williams who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. Brings up third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Taking it about the 36. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there out of Cook. 44 yards.
Boy, the word with Dalvin Cook is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
On the move to his left. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Laviska Shenault,
a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bucs are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was the touchdown catch from Laviska Shenault that capped it all off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They'll get this to Hamler over the middle.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quick.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. They'll run with Cook. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Burrow will throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Mike Williams
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bucs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of them.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Cook running right. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On 1st down, Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Rodgers again now.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On play action, now Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Rodgers, got to have this one.
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. And that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied error. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. One final try now for Rodgers. It's caught by Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but